Are you ready to unlock the secrets that could transform your financial future overnight? Now, buckle up because we're about to dive into some shocking investment strategies that could change your life. Let's start with a truth bomb. There's no such thing as getting rich quick without taking on massive risk. Anyone promising overnight riches is probably trying to sell you something. The real path to wealth takes time, patience, and smart decision making. But that doesn't mean there aren't some lesser-known tactics that can seriously accelerate your journey. First up, compound interest. It's been called the eighth wonder of the world for good reason. Even small amounts invested consistently can snowball into huge sums over time thanks to the magic of compounding. Let's say you invest just $100 a month starting at age 25. By 65, you could have over $300,000 assuming an 8% annual return. Pretty amazing, right? Speaking of returns, here's a shocker. The stock market has historically returned about 10% annually on average over the long run. That means your money could potentially double roughly every 7 years if fully invested. Of course, there will be ups and downs along the way, but time in the market beats timing the market every time. Now you might be thinking, but I don't know anything about picking stocks. Here's the secret. You don't have to. Low-cost index funds that track the overall market have consistently outperformed the majority of actively managed funds. By simply buying and holding a diverse mix of index funds, you can capture those sweet market returns without needing to be a stock-picking genius. But what if you want to aim for even higher returns? Some of the world's top investors have made fortunes by zigging when others zag. They look for opportunities in beaten-down sectors or companies that others are overlooking. Warren Buffett famously says to be fearful when others are greedy and greedy when others are fearful. Of course, this contrarian approach takes serious guts and research. You have to be willing to go against the crowd and weather potential short-term losses. But the payoffs can be enormous if you're right. Just look at those who invested heavily in tech stocks after the dot-com crash or in banks after the 2008 financial crisis. Many saw their investments multiply many times over in the following years. Here's another mind-blowing secret. Some of the biggest gains often come from just a handful of big winners. In fact, a tiny fraction of stocks have accounted for the majority of the stock market's gains over time. That's why many pros advocate for a barbell strategy, keeping most of your money in safe, diversified investments while allocating a small portion to potentially explosive growth opportunities. Speaking of growth, let's talk about the power of small-cap stocks. These smaller companies often fly under the radar of big institutional investors, but they have much more room to grow than established blue chips. A $1 billion company becoming a $10 billion company is a lot more likely than a $500 billion company becoming a $5 trillion company. Of course, small caps also come with more risk and volatility, but for those willing to do their homework, the potential rewards can be staggering. Now, here's a strategy that might really blow your mind. Invest in yourself. Your earning potential is likely your biggest asset. By continuously upgrading your skills and knowledge, you can boost your income far more than most investments ever could. Take online courses, attend conferences, read voraciously. The returns on investing in yourself can be astronomical. Let's switch gears and talk about an often overlooked area: tax optimization. The government gives us all sorts of tools to reduce our tax burden, but many people don't take full advantage. Maxing out retirement accounts, harvesting tax losses, and strategically timing when you realize capital gains can save you a fortune over time. It's not the sexiest topic, but the impact on your bottom line can be huge. Here's another shocker. Cash isn't always king. While having an emergency fund is crucial, keeping too much money in low-yield savings accounts is actually losing you money to inflation over time. Consider putting some of that cash to work in higher-yielding investments, or even paying down high-interest debt. Speaking of debt, here's a mind-bending concept. Some debt can actually make you richer. Using leverage to invest in income-producing assets like rental properties can amplify your returns. Of course, this strategy comes with significant risks and isn't for everyone. But used wisely, strategic borrowing can turbocharge wealth creation. Now, let's talk about an investment that's often overlooked: your health. Taking care of your body and mind can pay massive dividends down the road. Eating well, exercising regularly, and managing stress can reduce healthcare costs and keep you productive for longer. It's an investment that truly keeps on giving. Here's a secret that might make you uncomfortable. Sometimes the best investment is saying no. Avoiding bad investments is just as important as finding good ones. Be wary of get-rich-quick schemes, high-pressure sales tactics, and anything that seems too good to be true. Protecting your capital is crucial for long-term success. Let's wrap up with perhaps the most important secret of all. Consistency beats intensity. Small, regular investments over time will almost always outperform sporadic, large investments. Set up automatic contributions to your investment accounts and let the power of dollar-cost averaging work its magic. Remember, true wealth building isn't about finding some magical shortcut. It's about making smart decisions consistently over time. But by incorporating some of these lesser-known strategies, you might just find your path to financial freedom accelerating faster than you ever thought possible. The most shocking secret of all, you have the power to change your financial future starting right now. What are you waiting for?